dun 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 ba 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 beep beep ba 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 dee da 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 dun da da dun da dun da 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 da. Welcome to the channel, lads and ladies, and today, is the echo gone? I hope I fixed it. Today I'm taking a look at something that I've talked about quite a bit, because it's something that really got to me. It really killed the joy of the game for me, and I think that I've found the answer. So it has to do with the grind, and let me just... How do I show? There. Yeah. Okay. Hey, D-Man, you were quick. Good to see you. So, as I was saying, this is the G.55 Serie 1. And this is its repair cost. 25.5 thousand silver lions. Ouch. Alright, that's pretty high. Now you'll notice that today we're on a premium account for a little bit, and we have a few free repairs, but I'll try and do the math and forgive me, because I'm not the best at keeping track of things. And let's just hurry up and get into a few matches, because Tank Toddler's going to wake up any moment now, and we'll see if we can't make some silver lions with this. At least enough to justify flying the airplane. So we've gotten our ammo selection for the 20s, and we're working on our flight performance. And then accuracy is not the most critical thing for this aircraft, because it does punch pretty hard. And D-Man, that's great to hear, man. That warms my heart. So... Oh, we've quickly gotten into a match. Well, that's nice. Gun targeting distance 400. Let's set it to 600. These guns are pretty close together. And minimum load, airfield. Yeah, that all looks good. Air targets. Okay. So we're going to climb. We're going to go for bombers because we can, if there are any in the sky. And from that position of high altitude, we're going to try to take down whoever we can. And we'll see if we can maintain decent earnings, and if I can do this, then you can do this, because I'm not the most talented pilot in this game, which is why I have to kind of rely on solid tactics. So hi fellas, I just kind of don't want to crash into you, so this thing has a pretty good climb rate on it, doesn't it? Did you know you can do this? You can look at your stat card while you're in combat. 15.1. Okay, it's not terrible. It's not actually the best climb rate for this tier, so I might want to do a little bit of side climbing. We'll see. What I'll probably do is proceed up to about this point where I'm parallel with or perpendicular to the bases, and then turn and fly over our front line here, and that way I'll be able to be in position for intercepting bombers, and by the time they get to me I'll have spent more time climbing and less time going directly toward them. And enemy fighters that are straight climbing, once I turn here, I'll have spent more time climbing than guys who are going perfectly straight. So some of my teammates will likely have already engaged the enemy by then. At least that's the plan. And you see our bombers are already out past that front line, the vanguard as it were. And that's another use for bombers, and it's another reason that I'd like to see bombers in the game from a tactical perspective. And these Heinkel 177s are a really solid platform, because when your team has bombers, the enemy goes for them, and that gives you a little bit of breathing room from, say, vehicles that may have a higher climb rate than yours. As you can see, our performance drops considerably when the engine heats up. So our good climb rate is really not quite so good when we're not able to use war emergency power. And let's see, it's just about time for us to turn in. So let's do that. And heavy clouds are my least favorite. Even when I'm in a bomber, it's boring to have heavy clouds because enemies can't find you and make things interesting. But, meh, you get what you get. I guess it's nice to mix things up a little bit every now and then. Okay, 152, what altitude you at? Going ground says Sigmund. P-47's killing artillery. It's good to see a few people that still don't know how to use the P-47M. Oh, he bought the bundle. He bought the big bundle and now he doesn't know how to use it. Okay, so we got a B-17 and a PB-4Y. Not too scared of those, but maybe I should be. And as you can see, they're coming right for us. So let's adjust our angle a little bit. Get some weapon going on here, trying to climb. And, well, this is the live experience. I suspect there are a few P-47. That's probably a P-47M. So he could make life difficult for us. That B-17 is going to be closing, and we're not all that high or fast. This could be an issue. Good thing I have a couple of free repairs, right? This is where I'm starting to think about that repair cost, and I'm just like, ha! Oh, that P-47's already diving on the TA. Because balance. And a Naval. Do I back up the TA or go for the PB? I'm going for the PB. That was my strategy from the start. We do need to take out bombers. He's taken down one base, he'll be turning in. Spitfire, Seafire, ooh, tough competition in this match. Are we in an up tier? I know that the P-47M is a 5, I think 5.3 if I'm not mistaken, but maybe I am mistaken. Oh, that's not good. Jeez Ruiz. I really need those engine upgrades. This thing is not flying the best. Alright, let's see if we can't get ourselves in some trouble here. Those look pretty good, but they weren't.
The enemy is getting closer to victory.
Yeah, you and your tail gunner and your whole family. I want his whole clan to suffer. Let's see. He's diving pretty hard there. I don't know if he's going to recover out of that. Oh, come off it, mate. I had him. How's my engine? No fuel leak, no oil leak. Okay. Guess we'll die another day. Tempest. Everybody's at high altitude here. Seafire. I don't even know how to fight a Seafire. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Well, it looks like our team's doing okay, and side climbing was the right call for us. Is that the P-47 there at low altitude? Eesh. We don't do the turns so good here at high altitude. Alright. I'm just kind of wondering if I've made a terrible mistake in sticking around here at high altitude with a P-47M and a Seafire. I think Seafire is designed for lower altitude performance, but that P-47M is going to be a serious thorn in my side. And the only reason I say I think the Seafire is for low altitude is because, well, shoot. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I was not prepared. You are not prepared to face a Seafire. I have no idea how the thing fights, and he was way too close to me, and the sun was in my eyes, and it's just kind of, you know, I woke up and I was a little bit like bloated this morning, and so I was glad that my team was there to back me up. Now, do we stay at altitude or do we chase whatever this dot is? You know what? I think I've already made my choice. It looks like my team's got the high altitude game going pretty well. So, let's see what we can do here against whatever that is. He's lower than me. He probably has lower energy on account of that. He seems to be going rather quickly. Is that a person? It is a person. Place or thing. It's a noun. So we're going after it. War Thunder vids. Rip that kills. Yeah, you know, I'm just glad that I didn't get shredded by the guy's rear gunners, because he hit the cowling, the engine cowling with 50 cals, but he didn't manage to hit the engine. So that makes me a happy boy. And he also hit our fuel tank, but didn't ignite it. So again, we're lucky, because we probably wouldn't have survived that fire. And if a 50 cal incendiary round goes into your fuel tank, it kind of deserves to catch on fire. But maybe that's just me. Are we ever going to catch this guy? Is it even a guy? Are we chasing a mystery wrapped up in a conundrum? Slow baked over a... Hey, where'd it go? I don't see the dot anymore. I've perhaps, potentially, made a grave miscalculation. Hey, did you hear about those guys that buried a body in the wrong hole? Yeah, it was a grave error. Okay. Alright. I don't see where that dot went. Pro skills here, right? So again, if I can make money with this plane, then you can. You know what? I can't see the guy. I'm getting out of here. There's a dude. A duderino. Where is he? Low altitude, midway. Alright, we'll go after these guys. F4U and a P-47 at low altitude? Yes, please. Dun, 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 dun. Sea Fury. What even is a Fury? Is that thing that basically has rockets and nothing else of any use to anyone, except it's 420s that will never be on target because the thing is a brick? I hope so. I hope that's what I'm thinking of. Hey, Visky! Good to see you, man. How's it going? We're trying to find somebody to shoot at. So I guess we're making money if nobody shoots at us, right? But I'm used to getting like 3 or 4 kills with this thing. I don't know what the deal is. I played a few matches in this and they just went really well. And now you see a team made up of Focke Wolves and BF-109s, because I think people are scared of the repair cost of this thing, and I don't blame them, right? Because it's rather high. But my premise, what I'm exploring today, is maybe repair cost doesn't matter all that much, because you can perform. So, they're going straight for their airfield. I can afford to get low, get low, get low, even if you got that flow. Get down. Some mo? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Sea Fury, you're mine. Let's target him. I don't want to... That Corsair's going straight for the airfield. I don't want to try and play catchy, kissy, kissy, so... Not at all. Oh my goodness, a Spitfire and a something else on the runway. Oh, 3 of them on the runway. Tempest and P-47. Okay. That's right, we're still in the area. Ain't nothing changed, we're still the truth carriers. Y'all done messed up and let us in your hood. Let the way the truth of life up in your hood. Do you guys like my rap? Okay, he's not playing the game with us either. You know what? Let's die. let's die. Our goal is to get to die, right? So let's do this. Let's make it happen. Let's get crump. let's get jiggy with it. Sorry, it tickles me when I culturally appropriate. Are you still? No, you're bugging out. All right, I'm climbing. This is just gorgeous. Like, I had some. I'm more than 5K away from your base. Why are your guns shooting at me? Stupid. Okay, I'm almost 5K away. Now I'm 5K away. So get on out. Get up. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Woohoo! Sorry. I'm just really happy because Tank Toddler like took a nap with no issues, and that's really all I want out of life these days. I'm like 8K away from your base. Get gone. Get gone, AA. You scare me. Because every shot sounds like 25,000 silver lines leaving my account. Alright. Ah! Oh, my dead legs. I wish their little voiceover dude was telling them that if they don't do something fast, the enemy will win. Because if they don't do something fast, the enemy will win. I have 10 minutes of fuel. That's fine. Lots of cannon rounds. Lots of cannolis and Angolis to shoot at these Angolis. And they're climbing over their airfield, which surprises no one. This thing does not have the best performance when it's not weaping, and it overheats faster than a Mexican drama. Oye, mi padre, estoy muerto. ¿Por qué Fernando está despacio? You like it? You like it? And I don't know what I'm doing. Porque Fernando está muerte verdad. I did not even know that Spitfire was in the air. Dude, I was paying too much attention to my Mexican sitcom or drama. Oof. .mp3. Alright. Well, there goes one of our free repairs. So yeah, I don't know about this one. Like, usually when the whole enemy team is sitting on their airfield, you end up winning the match. But we might lose that one. And I made around 16,000 silver lions. Which is rather so this is like a worst case scenario. And that's using premium. Like, you can lose money using premium with this thing. Eek. If I wasn't using premium, I'd get about 7 or 8 thousand silver lions. Yeah, because look, battle time, that's 9,000, and most of that is because I'm using premium. Yeah, so we'd be making maybe 8,000 silver lions. Ugh. As a general rule, I like to ignore repair cost. But, you know, I'm using the wrong crew for this thing. Oh, wait, no, it's the Italians. I don't have any good crews. That makes sense. So, let's bump up your stamina. Most important, you know, just don't be in a hurry. And respond to your opponent. Okay, well, that could have gone better, but in the end that was still rather fun. I want to see this plane perform a little bit better. It's the overheating that really kills it. And that is nothing new. So we're getting an engine upgrade. Once we get the cover and the airframe upgrade, that will help with energy retention, which is another thing that I'd like to see a little bit better on this plane. But the reason this airframe is fun is you get reliable guns, which, 3 Menengeschoss firing MG.55s and a couple of useless Breda Safas that they still feel like putting on. In the game, their low fire rate and low muzzle velocity is just underwhelming. So, the reason the G.55 Serie 1 is fun is you finally get some good guns, and the previous one that has 4 useless spaghetti launchers and 1 MG.151 is not bad. Not bad at all. In fact, if you are intimidated by the repair rate and the battle rating, the serie 0 is not a bad choice at all. Look at that rate of climb, 13.3. This one gets a little bit better rate of climb when it's upgraded, but other than that, the serie 0 also feels a little bit lighter weight. So your energy retention, your turning, your maneuvering, it's all rather smooth. It's a good airplane. Okay, minimum load, airfield, 600 meters. We can live with that. You can get with that, or you can get with this. Get with this, because this is where it is. Alright. Have I driven you all away with my with my awesome musical talents? Or have you... Ooh. Wir mit Japanese. Und Germans. Not bad at all. This is a nice lineup. We have our A7 M1. And what is that? Ooh. A6M5 Co. Very good aircraft to be flying with today. Was wir hier haben is a well-balanced machine. We have the German energy fighter, the Japanese space potatoes, und the pasta. Für the antipasta. Alright. Sorry, I'm enjoying myself. Wow! What is all that eye candy in the distance? I believe balloons, sir. 99 Luftballons. Na 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 na. So up tiers in this see you facing 5.7s. I believe the last match we were in was a maximum up tier as well, because I saw the SO 8000 final answer Nalval, and that thing is at a 5.7 if I recall. Also gets an air spawn now, great climb rate, great stats on the stat card, but what they don't tell you is the energy retention. There's somebody ground striking, A26. What the stat card doesn't tell you is the Narval, I should say, does not have good energy retention. So we're pulling our same strategy as before. In fact, maybe we should head a little bit back. This is a tiny map, so we're not going to catch that B-17 in time to intercept. So, a little bit of back climbing. We do not want to engage the enemy at a lower altitude, and we don't have the best climb rate, so we need to be a little bit tactical here. Can I? Nope, not that. Alright, I don't want to mess with MEC right now. Red Baron, watch out. Spitz and the P-47s. Okay, I don't think they're talking to me. Alright, how's the stream doing, guys? I can't really check on it right now, but are we getting any echo? Can you hear me? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Can you stand up now? I do believe it's working. Good. That'll keep you going for the show. Come on, it's time to go. Prescription drugs are more harmful than what was in the world at the 80s. My grandma has the good stuff in her medicine cabinet. Don't put your hand into grandma's medicine cabinet. It'll melt right off. For real though, my grandma, she can't take like any prescription medications. Her body just like rejects all of them. So she has to eat bran and be a tough gran. And then my other grandma, oh, B17. My other grandma is not a B17. Sorry if I misled some of you, but we've found someone to give us a little bit of that good old-fashioned American lovin's. And let's do something dumb. My hands swell just like two balloons. I got the fever, and the only cure is more Menengeschoss.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
And we've been ripped. I really want this plane to be good. I really do. But they gotta take the air spawn away from the P-47s. It's killing me here. I got ripperonied. I got ripperonied so bad. I wanted this to be fun. I wanted to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? But they killed me. They killed me so hard. Alright. Let's try that again. Was there anything we could do on that map? I'm thinking no. Because we were actually back climbing toward our base, and we just got caught. So, can you make money, can I make money with the G.55? Only if I pick up about 40,000 silver lions in the next match. This is not, I suppose this is why we do these words.
I suppose this is why we do these experiments here on the channel. Because now we know that the G.55 Serie 1 has been ruined for the average player of the game of War Thunder, the game I'm playing right now on my computer. Hey Donnie, how's my accent? What do you mean, where am I from?
Alright. Let's continue to punish ourselves. This is bad. Not only is this plane much more expensive to repair now. This is not what I wanted to experience. But it seems that the skilled players, the tactical kids, have moved on to the P-47s. That's something interesting about the whole P-47 spam. Is I flew P-47s way before they were good, right? They got an air spawn because they were bad, and they got an air spawn because they were performing terribly. And then 50 cals get buffed significantly, and the P-47 kind of has 8 of those in the wings. So it made the P-47 about 3 times as powerful offensively as it used to be, to where you just look at something 1.5K away and it just gets shredded. Sorry Visky, I don't think I'm gonna really have time to squad. I'm just trying to do some experiments here, and you know, if I was on a squad with you, you would carry me so hard that I would just end up doing well and making money and not making this fantastic video that I'm making now. So I was in before the P-47 was performing really well, before it was the darling of the top 10% of players, or the people who want to be the top 10% of players. And something I've noticed consistently in War Thunder, and this is something that the European Canadian talks about quite a bit, and it's a good thing to keep in mind, is there's 2 things. I mean, I'm going to phrase it a little differently than he does, but he talks about this quite a bit. There's 2 things that make an aircraft good. the aircraft and the teams. So what I mean by that is American teams used to be the laughing stock of this game, right? And I was around when they were bad, and I was playing the American teams, and I was pretty terrible. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm consistent. I was bad then, and I'm bad now. But I really got to get to the point, don't I? Well, I have some time to climb, but I'll lose the point if I don't get to it. Oh, no, it's gone already. Hey, Visky! You found me after all! So, I've lost it, haven't I? Right? So, if the top players of the game, the guys who want to have the best KD in the world, KD! If they all switch over to flying P-47s, and they buy the P-47M when it's on sale, by the way. Is that sale over? Whatever, it's too expensive for me to buy that huge pack. God left, says that guy. Well, God's not dead, he's surely alive. He's living on the inside, roaring like a lion. I'm a youth pastor, but I don't really like that popular stuff. But to bring it back to aircraft, when an aircraft like the P-47 becomes popular, and everybody is flying P-47s that get an air spawn and have a decent climb rate and will be above you and able to perform better at high speed than you, that makes things difficult, because instead of having, you know, one or two people playing the meta and playing their aircraft, you know, as a high altitude performer, you have 6, 7, 8, a dozen people dominating high altitude. Well, guess what happens when that happens? They work their way down. So if there were 6 or 7, you know, G.55 serie 1s on our team, I would feel comfortable in a G.55 serie 1 because I would have backup in my area. You know what I'm saying? It's like Japanese teams. When they have 6 or 7 zeros, man, you don't worry about a thing. You just live in the furball, and anybody that enters your zone gets, you know, killed by the piranhas. Well, at least that used to be the case. Japanese teams are having a tough time against anyone who plays the Americans appropriately. SB2C. It's like, do I go down for this guy? Or do I keep climbing and get jumped at high altitude by a P-47? Well, it doesn't matter. Somebody already jumped on that SB2C. In fact, it was our P-47. I'm kind of missing him up here at high altitude with a 50k Silver Lion hole in my pocket and a chip on my shoulder the size of the island of Malta. but too soon. Let's just see what we can do. Once again, it's nice to dislike something about the game, such as heavy cloud cover, and then get it in every match. This is what happens to people like me that are playing the game. Words and also grammar. Did I tell you that English was my strongest subject in school? Yeah, no, I can't talk and think at the same time. So, did I finish that point about P-47s, why they're so strong right now? The aircraft is really strong. It's competitive. It may be, you know, among the strongest, but if you had, you know, a dozen turn fighters on the enemy team, those P-47s wouldn't seem so good anymore. But because all of the tryhards are playing P-47s, that makes life difficult for the people that aren't on those teams. There's a fighter at high altitude here with me, and I think I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna kind of embrace it. I just heard a P-47, and that is a P-47. Those looked good, but they weren't. He's stalling. He's... Really? I can't see him? I can see him. I'm looking right at him. Give me the dot, please. I can't see him now. I know he was low on energy. Dang it. I lost him at the worst possible moment. That was unfortunate. We had that guy. We had that guy. And he was doing things wrong, too. We should have had him. Well, this is too high for us. We need to not be here. Dang it. I wish we got that guy. So it's easy when you've been playing the game for a long time to get fed up with it, because you sort of expect too much out of the game and too much out of yourself at that point. Let's go after this guy. I think that's the same guy. You start expecting too much. You know, when you first start playing the game, hey, Patriot! Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Nice to see you. You could let me know how you found me if you want. How did you find this place? We have told no one that we are here. Yeah, please black out my entire vision, because we took a little turn, just a mere 10 Gs. So it's easy to get frustrated with the game the more you've played it, because there's a saying, familiarity breeds contempt. And I'm contemptuous of this man's piloting skills. Here, have a few more. God bless you. Familiarity breeds contempt. And that is, the more time you've spent with something, the easier it is to belittle it, to see it as a lower value. And that is a danger with anything, especially with your relationship with the ladies, right? Your wife, your girlfriend, even your mama. The more time you spend with them, the less you really appreciate what a wonderful treasure they are. And fellas, the ladies are a wonderful treasure, and you must remind yourself to treasure them. And so when it comes to aircraft like the G.55 S1, or when it comes to other things in this game, you must remember to treasure them, lad. Keep them close to your heart. And if they're high maintenance, well, by golly, son, you pay that price, because it's worth it for the good ones. And is War Thunder still a good game? I think very much yes. Every time my guns connect, I think it is a good game. Ow. Stop. Stop writing me hurtful emails on your typewriter. Ow! We don't belong here. I do love pestering bombers, though. Just the Halifax! Can you show me where it hurts? I'm on his tail. I shouldn't be here. This is where the rear gunner lives. Halifax, you are pulling the maneuvers. He's flying inverted right now. He's dead. That was thrilling. Okay, this plane's still fun. I don't care how much it costs to fly it. I don't care if I lose Silver Lions. That was fun. And that is what you have to find. Yeah, the Italians are pretty useless. I agree. But they're so dang pretty. And you know what? If you want to play the Italians, you go ahead and play the Italians. Have fun. You forget about making progress. Hey, they've lost all their players, but they had a P-63 on the runway. I wonder if he's still there, because when he repairs, no, he gone. Well, that was fun. We made some money, lads. We had a 50K Silver Lion hole in our pocket. But technically, I mean, we had 2 free repairs left, so we didn't actually lose anything there. But we should have lost. We should be down about 50k silver lions. So let's see what we can pick up here. 32, 52k. There you go. All right. So in the course, welcome back, D-Man. In the course of this broadcast, we have made a profit. 2,000 silver lions. So can you still make money in the G.55 Serie 1? Yeah. But is it fun to play? Yeah. Tank Realistic. Oh, is that how you found the channel? I found you in game. I love most of the people that have come to the channel. Oh, sorry, that stretch was just way too comfortable. Oh man, you ever like stretch and it feels so good that you almost like you're guilty a little bit? You're like, wow, I just like got a little bit high off of how good that stretch was. That's good. It's just natural. That's just good natural fun. All right, we get an air spawn in this one. That helps us as much as it helps anyone else. Let's do the thing where we fly toward our bases and try and intercept bombers. 10 degrees on this map. So, yeah, that should put us on a pretty good intercept course. Plofreik 1. Something bomb, you're my something bomb. Okay. Somebody thinks Spitfires are broken? In what sense? Spitfires are easy to kill. You just gotta shoot them. Top speed matters. Yeah, I've never really... What's the worst jet in the game? Easy one to answer. It's the Kika, especially if it's carrying the bomb. It literally can be equipped with a bomb that makes it unable to take off, unable to fly. And when you don't have the bomb equipped on the Kika, it's so hard to get it off the runway that you literally have to strap a rocket to it, and then you can just take off. It has really poor acceleration, poor energy retention, and those are 2 things you really need in a jet. And the top speed it's about the same as the props that it faces at its battle rating. So yeah, ME-162 is almost as bad as the Kika, but it has worse guns with more ammo and better engine performance. So yeah, the ME-162 is pretty horrible, but yeah. Worst 8.0? Oh man, I don't know. I've flown jets a little bit, but most of the 8.0 jets are really tough to play because most people are playing 9.0 jets, and you get up tiers a lot, and even one 9.0 jet can just mop the floor with a half dozen 8.0s if they know what they're doing. And once you get to that point, you better know what you're doing. So, yeah. That guy's giving good advice on Spitfires. Hugo Stiglitz. 22. 33, I think. My German is not any good. I've only learned the German that I pick up by listening to people talk. And I'm an American, so I don't hear people speak German very often. I love languages. Let's see. Don't turn fight spits. Hard to shake 'em. That's the wrong there. Just plain better in everything. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, you can complain about the way things are, or you can give it the old college try and go down fighting. And here you see a couple of people demonstrating what kind of attitude they have. And the neat thing about an attitude is you can turn it around whenever you want to. But if you have a broken spirit, it's hard to go on living. P-51 above me, speaking of a broken spirit, I don't very much like the idea of fighting that guy. And F-82, possibly with gun pods. Oh, and my engines are overheating. Very badly. So we just hit the ignition, and we'll have engine power just in time to get jumped by an F-82. Sound good, gang? Alright, sounds good. Let's do this. We'll try and pass underneath him. I kind of suck at this. This is where I usually die. Is when I try and pass underneath somebody, and then, oh, pickle me and call me Billy Bob. We've got a P-51 above us, and an F-82 above us. And if they want to play hanky-panky time, there's not really much I can do about that. And they're ignoring me for the moment, which is nice. Let's see if we can't punish this American for being born without 20 mils in his nose. Or not. I guess I said we could see if we can't, right? And we can't, so no one's half the battle. He wants to dive. Those were close. Hey, ally, could you maybe not? Could you maybe, you know, instead of deciding to do the way you do, could you maybe just not? Oh, overspeed. Okay, okay, we survived the dive. And... Sorry, that was a bit loud. I thought that was an ally. We can outturn him. Oh, maybe we can't. Oh! Nickelodeon. We did. Well... that was our own fault. Alright. Oh, D-Man. Your question, which game has better graphics, War Thunder or World of Tanks? That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. World of Tanks does have decent graphics now, but for me, when I was playing it, optimization was an issue, and that was years ago, so a lot has changed since then. But I would say that both games are gorgeous enough that if you're playing for graphics, you'll be pleased with both of them. But War Thunder has a lot more maps than World of Tanks does, and a lot more ways to experience the beautiful graphics. Because again, when was the last time you were able to hop into an airplane and view this in World of Tanks? You can jump into World of Warplanes, and that looks, you know, decent as well now. But you know what? Just the fact that you can experience, you know, high in the sky combat and ground thunder in the same game, in the same match, if you're playing, you know, mixed battles, that really allows you to experience the beauty of the game even more. And there's just moments where I'm playing War Thunder and I'm just like, just gotta stop and admire how gorgeous it is. So we're in the hole again. That's not really what I wanted to find out. It looks like this is a plane that costs money to fly, and that's too bad. So you know, if I really liked this plane, I don't really like it all that much. It's not my style because it's an energy fighter that struggles to reach the altitude where enemy boom and zoomers are, and they perform better there. And then this is one of those planes where if you have a team full of them, you can do really well, and that's why you see that repair cost. They've been doing really well, but I have the suspicion that that repair cost is going to come down drastically when the plane becomes less popular, which happened immediately. So we'll see. This is a story that will go on, but from our experimentation today, this is a plane that costs Lions to fly for the average player. You know, I didn't make any terrible errors there tactically, and well, you know, we just kind of got overpowered by what's currently the meta, which is American planes, high altitudes, 50 cals. If you have a team full of people working together at high altitude, it's a really tough thing to counter, especially in a medium altitude energy fighter like the G.55. So, that's my take on it. You can do well in this. If you're good at this plane, and if you can still do well, you can make Silver Lions. But it's not a grinder. I wouldn't play it anyway as a grinder. I got my Spitfire here to grind with if I want to make Lions or RP. So, that's it. Hey! Fissor21, Fissor. Fissoro! I do not know how to pronounce your name, but I try my best. Good to see you. Yeah, I like the G.56. So, that's it. G.56. There we go. You pay to play, but if this is your style, then you'll have fun. It's a beautiful aircraft. These Italian G series aircraft are really just visually stunning, and you know, if that's your style, it just looks great. What airplane was it I was looking at recently? Tank Toddler just woke up, so I gotta get off of here. But I guess I should wrap this up, guys. Thanks for stopping in on this stream. Today was an experiment to test if the G.55 Serie 1 can make Lions, and for me, signs point to no. So if you enjoy this plane, it's still worth flying. But honestly, I would take the G.55 Sotto Serie 0 over that. 13.3 meters per second climb rate. That's not terrible. You'll still be below P-47s, so you might get shredded a bit. But if you intercept a few bombers and pick up a few kills later in the match, it doesn't take long for those P-47s to dive and lose their energy. So a side climb is, again, one of those things that as an Air RB pilot, you should be practicing in a good half of the airplanes that you could fly. It's not the fastest way to get into combat, but it's just you're going to get way better performance, and that means you're going to have fun. And you can listen to a YouTube video or a stream while you're climbing up to the side. That's what I do. Anyway, guys, catch you in the next one. And I was hoping for better results, but you know what? It is the way it is. Sometimes you just gotta pay to play. If you're not making progress on your Silver Lines, you know what? Sometimes you just fly what you want to fly. And then you get back to the grind after that. Anyway, guys, catch you later. Bye-bye.